Now let's see how this is going to cover those blemishes that I have in here. 24 hours, that's a claim. Like, look at this pigment. Don't want to use like too much. Hi gorgeous, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Monica, and for today's video I'm doing a full face of new makeup products. There are so many makeup goods in front of me, a lot of new launches from 2020. Some were just like from last month, and some are super popular makeup products from 2020 that I haven't tried yet, and I wanted to try it on camera with you guys. So if you want to see me doing a full makeup bit using a lot of makeup goodies, make sure to keep on watching. Let's start this, guys. I'm going to start with my eyes because I want to do a super glittery gold kind of look. It will be a mess, so I want to start with my eyes, and I'm gonna start with the brows first. So the product that I'm gonna use for my brows is from a very brand new brand. From a new brand. This is Rare Beauty Brow Harmony Brow Pencil, and this comes with like a pencil kind of thing and also with a brow gel. When it comes to brow pencils, I usually hate this type of like brow pencil with a little triangle applicator. I like a pointy pencil, so I don't know if I'm gonna like this. Maybe I will, maybe I will not. So I think I'm gonna use the gel part first to put my brows in place. Let's see if this is gonna keep them there where I want them to be. I have like this pimple here. It's just so annoying. It's just like killing me. I'm not breaking out as I used to before. I used to break out a lot, but now I'm just like almost never breaking out. But somehow if I have like a filming day, I will break out the day before. Okay, so the gel worked pretty nice for me. It lifted my brow hairs. That's exactly what I wanted it to do. So now I'm going in with the pencil. It's pretty like pigmented for sure, but I just don't like that it's not pointy. I just like, this is like my personal preference. I just don't like when it's like this, like the shape of the brow pencil is just like not my favorite. And also because like when you apply with something like this, it's just so pigmented and it becomes so dark. It just looks super like heavy on my brow, but I can fade that out like by brushing it. But still, like, I want a more natural kind of vibe. But yeah, it's like super heavy. I just don't like to work with pencils like this, but it's alright. We're gonna move forward and hope it looks like less heavy once the whole look is together. I'm just gonna like put a concealer like to clean my brow bone and to like prep my lids. And I'm gonna use the Nars Soft Matte Concealer. Now this is not a new concealer, but it is a new concealer for me. This is in the shade 2.6 and this is what it looks like. I can already tell this is going to be too dark, but that's what I have for today, so we are going to use it anyway. Take a flat brush and I'm just gonna like carve my brows with it. I feel like this is a nice shade to like conceal my face, but not to brighten. Okay, now that it's like defined and concealed, the brow doesn't look too bad, which is good. Now the concealer does feel like mattifying, which is good for like if you want to use concealer on your lids. You don't want to use something that has a lot of moisture because it will break through your eyeshadow. You want to like cancel that moisture out. So this is good for that. For eyeshadow, I want to use two new palettes. I want to use a little bit of both, and I have the Naughty palette by Huda Beauty and the Gold palette by Huda Beauty. This is like their mini palette, limited edition, and this is like their latest like big palette that they come out with, the Naughty palette. Just by the look of it, I can already tell that this is like my favorite nude palette between this one and the first one, because it's just like warmer tones, and this is so much better for people with deeper skin tones as well. A lot of more like dark browns in here and nudes that will fit a medium to like deeper skin person, so that is amazing. And I love like the shimmers. I love, this is like a very beautiful kind of everyday kind of palette, everyday kind of palette, but you know what I mean. For the gold palette, they chose to have like a gold marble kind of vibe, which I love. I think it looks so bougie. And then on the inside you have a lot of golds and shimmers, and 3 matte shades and the rest are shimmers, and they are like so pigmented. It's unreal. Like, look at this pigment. It's just like really like gold. Let me like swatch it here so you guys can see. It swatches beautifully. Look at this. So I really cannot wait to try that on my eyelids. I really am inspired by this palette today, so I want to do a gold kind of look. So this palette right here retails for $67. I feel like makeup is getting, like, the prices are just getting higher and higher. But yeah, when it comes to Huda Beauty eyeshadows, I feel like she have really top quality. So I also got a brush set from Huda Beauty, and yeah, different kind of eye brushes. I'm gonna start by using this brush. This is the shader, and I'm gonna pack this shade right here. I don't really know how to pronounce that, so I'm not gonna even try. And I'm gonna use this brush right here to start blending it out. Now I'm gonna use this pencil right here to apply Naughty. Now I think I'm gonna cut the crease. I want to do a cut crease, so I'm gonna use the same concealer and just like cut the crease, because I want to use that gold on like the middle, like from beginning to middle of my lid. I'm using Naughty again and applying that on like the outer portion of that cut crease. This look is not difficult to do. It's like actually simple. I'm gonna use a little bit of Spicy, the darkest shade from this palette, and just like go over it. Now I want to try like a shimmery from this palette. I'm gonna go with this one. This is the Flower Power, and I'm gonna just like use my finger, just try to see what it does. Oh, that's pretty. But of course I'm gonna go over with the gold. I'm gonna mix these 2 shades from the gold palette and really go in with them. This really looks like gold. It really does. It's so pigmented. It's like crazy pigmented. But I don't know if you guys can see, there is a lot of like fallout from this shade, the gold shade. But yeah, nothing too crazy. Now I want to use a little bit of this dark shade right here from the gold palette as well. I'm gonna use a little bit of this shade right here mixed with this shade right here for my brow bone. And I'm gonna do black eyeliner. I don't have any new eyeliner, so I'm just gonna use my go-to. So I quickly did the other eye off camera, and now it's time for lashes. And I have these new Morphe brushes. Let me see the name. Make It Big, Bold, Black Volumizing Mascara. That's a huge name. But yeah, this is what it looks like. It's black, and let me show you guys how the applicator looks. It does give a lot of volume, so I'm not mad about that. Okay, I like it, but it's hard for you guys to see because my lashes are so tiny and straight. I just cannot get them like curved enough, so it's really hard to see, but I like it. For lashes, we have Tatti lashes in collaboration with Genevieve. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but they collaborated and they came out with these lashes, I think this summer, like past summer. I don't know exactly when they came out, but I'm sure it was like this year. I think summer, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna just try them out. Time to apply them. Okay, so I like them. So lashes are on, and I'm just loving this look so much more. I feel like the lashes took it to a whole nother level. I love how fluffy they are, but they are not too like heavy. You can still see the eye look, so that's exactly what I wanted. I love how this is looking. So next thing is the base, the face, my favorite part ever. Primer, I'm gonna go in with this Radiance primer base eclat French, I don't know how to pronounce that, but this is the primer from Nars. I got it in PR, never tried it before, have no idea if this is new or old. It's just new for me, so I thought why not include it, because it's new for me. So it has like a salmon shade to it. Smells like skincare. feels super moisturizing. If you have dry skin, I think this might work really well for you because it's really like hydrating. I really feel hydrated with this on. So yeah, I cannot complain. I love hydrating primers, so I feel like this is like super illuminating, and especially when I'm going to do a matte base, it's nice to have some moisture underneath. Now, time for foundation, and we have the new Born This Way matte foundation 24 hour. I am not going to do a wear test today, but I'm going to do a wear test on this soon. I think I'm going to do a foundation battle between this one and the original Born This Way foundation. 24 hours, that's a claim. I'm in the shade Nude, and I never tried this foundation before. It's kind of new. I think this is from maybe last summer, but yeah, this is what it looks like. It's pretty much like almost the same as the bottle of the other one. Let me show you. I have it right here. It's kind of dirty, but this is the original one. Let's just zoom in for you guys. So this is the original one and this is the new one. They're exactly like the exact same shade, but look how this one looks darker. I don't know if it has something to do with the formulation, but I don't think they are exactly like the nude from this foundation. I don't think it's exactly the same as this one, like in nude, so you might be careful with that. But we're gonna see if nude gonna work for me, because this one really works for me, so we will see. So this is the original one and this is the new one, the matte one. Look how runny this is in comparison to this one. So yeah, I don't know if I like that. Okay, so the shade, let's compare it to my neck. Oh yeah, that's a pretty good match. That's a pretty good match. I think it even matches me better than the nude from the original one. Even though this is a matte foundation, it doesn't feel like matte and it doesn't look matte. I think it's because of the primer. I think the primer has something to say on why it looks so radiant. I mean, look at the redness, look at the imperfection, discoloration. Now let's see how this is going to cover those blemishes that I have in here. Now looking close to my skin, it does look really pretty. It really like covered everything. The only thing I can say is that the color is not the same as the original Born This Way foundation, but it matches me and I'm pretty happy with it. So we are not matte today. So for concealer, we're gonna use the one that we used on my eyes. This is the Nars Soft Matte Concealer, and yeah, I'm just gonna use a brush and apply it. Okay, it's kind of, yeah, it's a little bit lighter actually. So this concealer is way thicker than the concealers that I usually use. It's more like heavy on the skin, but it covers a lot. So I'm not mad at it. Next we have this Rare Beauty blush right here. I have tried their blushes before, but not this one on this shade. They sent me this in PR. This is in the shade Love. It's a more reddish kind of shade. I had a more bright pinkish red, and this is a more wine, not exactly wine, but a more red. I know that this is really pigmented, so I don't want to use like too much. I'm gonna use like the back of the beauty blender to blend it out. Now I don't have a new bronzer or powder, so I'm just gonna quickly powder my face and use bronzer, and I will be right back for the next product. Next thing we have is blush, like powder blush, and this one is from ColourPop and it's from their new, I don't know the name of this collection, but this is just a new collection they came out with, and this is in the shade Vogue. Pretty beautiful mauve kind of shade. It does have some fallout on the pan. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's not crazy. Let's apply this blush and see how I like it. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, it definitely looks more red once I apply it, and I applied a lot. So we need to blend this out. Oh, it is a lot of blush. Okay, so now it's time to finish my under eye, and I'm gonna go in with Naughty. And keep it there on the outer corner. I don't want to bring it all the way to the front because it gives that lift to my eyes. I was going to do highlighter, but I want my base to be like matte and just like the eyes to be like shiny and shimmery, so I'm gonna leave it like that. It's time for lips. So I got these Nars Velvet Matte Lip Pencil on PR, and I never tried it, so I'm going to try it. And then I have these ABH lip gloss. This is in the shade Tasty. I also haven't tried this yet, and this is like their new mini lip glosses that came out about like a month or two ago. I'm not sure, but pretty new, so I'm gonna go in with that. So it's great for applying all over the lip. And now I'm gonna go with this gloss on top. I don't know how this combo is gonna look, but we are trying. So this gloss is a more opaque gloss, so it gives the lip some color. Now to finish everything up, I have this setting spray. This is the Photo Finish setting spray. It's a weightless setting spray from Smashbox. I don't know how new this is, but it's new for me, first time trying it, so. Now I want to put a little bit of that gold shade on my tear duct, the one from the gold palette. Oh, it does look pretty there on the tear duct. And this is a full face of new makeup, you guys. I am obsessed with how everything is looking. My skin looks so good with this foundation. I'm actually pretty impressed with this foundation. This gold right here is the most intense, beautiful, pigmented gold I have seen in a palette. This is a really this is like close to gold. The color is beautiful. I'm obsessed with this color right here from this palette. Tried a lot of new stuff from 2020. I mean, 2020 sucked on every single level. I hated 2020. I cannot wait to be done with 2020, and I'm afraid that 2021 will be worse. But we gotta stay positive, so we hope it will be better. But if there were some stuff that I like about 2020 were makeup launches, because makeup makes me happy. So those were some like little happy moments on 2020. And today, a lot of stuff that I tried today I really like. Comment down below what makeup product was your favorite, and also check my Instagram for a giveaway. I'm doing a huge makeup giveaway, international, so go and check my Instagram. Link is on the description box, so make sure you go enter. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my new videos. That's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you on my next one.